Hello everyone, my name is Pinkulia and welcome back to Adventure of a Lifetime. When we left off, we were holding Emily while sinking to the bottom of the sea, seemingly embracing death as we couldn't tell which way was up. But at least we weren't alone and we could feel a little human warmth right at the end. Sorry I couldn't save you, Emily. It's okay. I'm just grateful that you tried. I could hear her voice clearly now. A final gift to enjoy at death's door. Hey, you alright? And now from somewhere above, I was gifted Chisa's voice too. Wait, why Chisa's voice? Oh, good. You're still alive. Huh? At some point, Emily and I had floated to the surface. Papa, Mama, I'm sorry. Emily, I know I've been selfish, but I love you both. Her eyes were shut tight as she whispered a final farewell to her parents. Hey, Emily. What is it? Can't you let a girl die in peace? Oh my god, this is so freaking adorable. Look at that. Oh my goodness. But you're not dying. We're alive. Both of us. Huh? Emily opened her eyes and seemed to understand that she'd been saved, but didn't quite understand where she was. We're alive? Yeah. This isn't heaven? Nope, pretty sure it's not hell either. What's this squishy thing? Emily's hand pressed into what we were floating on. I'll give you a hint. It's got a dorsal fin. A fin? Between Emily and me, a rectangular fin thrust out above the waves. A shark?! She grabbed onto me again. It's a dolphin. Sure enough, my old friend Finn had come to our rescue. Chill out! You're gonna knock us off! No! I don't want to get eaten! Get away from me! I just told you he's a dolphin! Ooh, that's beautiful. Anyway, how long are you two gonna hold on to each other like that? Yeah, I'm not the one. No, help! Look, you've got the wrong idea. Can't a girl just enjoy the view? Why would I want to jump in? Yeah, you have a point. Ryda had arrived to help us out of the water. From there, we all headed back to the cafe together. Emily and I were completely soaked, but with the warm tropical winds, we didn't have to worry about catching our death. Aside from a towel, the only thing Emily really wanted was a good meal. Munch, 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 munch. She has quite the appetite. She was probably really hungry. The Ogasawara sisters watched in amazement as Emily devoured dish after dish of my grandma's cooking. Would you mind if I had seconds? Grandma, you got any more? With a sour look on her face, Grandma reluctantly brought out more soup and bread. Well, it's good to know you weren't planning to jump. Did you really run away from home? I'm not some rebel without a cause. I had a reason to leave. And that is... Emily set down her spoon and looked at Chisa seriously. Treasure hunting. She returned to her soup as if those two words explained everything. What does that mean?
Treasure hunting, an activity that entails searching for hidden objects by following a trail of clues.
Yeah, I know that. You really think there's some treasure in Ogasawara? Like one of those chests full of gold coins? Everyone had a clueless expression, myself included. But that didn't shake Emily's resolve one bit.
It's right there at the bottom of the sea. Problem is, I don't know how to get it out. That's why I was staring off into the water. Well, isn't this just fascinating? What kind of treasure is it?
Well...
It's a secret.
Come on, girl! You owe us an explanation.
Keeping it a secret is actually very wise. It prevents any infighting among fellow hunters.
It seemed as if everyone's concern for Emily's well-being had unknowingly moved to the treasure's well-being. And it was only growing more intense. You guys know the ocean is huge, right? Plus, there are divers everywhere. If some treasure existed, they'd have found it by now. Do you know where in Ogasawara this treasure is supposed to be? Emily's brows furrowed in concentration.
There's a ship, the Shiranami Maru. It sank somewhere in Ogasawara.
All members present except for Emily locked eyes when she mentioned the ship's name.
You don't think she means...
the ghost ship?
Ghost ship?
Emily stared at Ryato blankly. That's what we call one of the shipwrecks around here. Shipwrecks were essentially the old sunken ships found on the ocean floor. Most of the shipwrecks surrounding Ogasawara Islands were battleships or freighters hit during the war. Hinko Maru, a cargo ship built in 1936, damaged and abandoned after a 1944 air raid. Its emergent wreckage has become a popular tourist attraction. It is slowly being worn away by storms and sea currents. Hinko Maru, a freighter requisitioned by the Navy during World War II, was the most well-known shipwreck. It was eventually sunk in an air raid, but now it was one of the most popular tourist attractions on the island.
Where is it? You have to tell me!
Chisa was a little taken aback by Emily's enthusiasm, but told her all the same.
Although people call it a ghost ship, there aren't really any ghosts.
It was just a shipwreck that was lost during one of the big storms. Shiranami Maru Part 1. An imaginary cruise ship that sank in Ogasawara Seas 16 years ago in an area with war and cargo shipwrecks. Strong currents move it around, so locals call it the ghost ship.
Lost in a big storm. The ghost ship.
Anyway, that ship has been missing for years. No one knows where it is now. Oh man, it had to be Shiranami Maru.
I had always thought it was just an urban legend.
I still knew nothing about Emily, but I admired her determination to come to this island alone. But I didn't think she'd find anything. She was trying to hunt down a ghost ship, for crying out loud.
I won't give up. I will find this ghost ship, and I won't go home until I do.
Chisa looked at her coldly. It'll be a while until the next ferry gets here.
Do what you like until then.
Yeah, guess there's nothing you can really do till then. Ferries to Ogasawara from the mainland only come once a week, but during the tourist season, there'd be one every 3 days. That meant we had to wait 3 days before we could send Emily home. You got a place to stay? My dad said we can put you up.
That's kind of you, but no, thank you. I didn't make arrangements, but I don't want to impose. I'm sure my dad asked for someone to keep an eye on me, but I really shouldn't.
Did you really come all the way out here without booking a hotel?
Yeah, but I figured a resort town like this should have plenty of options.
It's not that simple. We're in the middle of a tourist season right now. All the hotels were booked months in advance.
Oh, is that how that works? It would seem she lacks even basic expedition knowledge.
Came the quiet observation from the youngest among us. But the unpreparedness was to be expected from a girl who had just run away from home. Ugh, fine. I'll see if I can pull some strings. What kind of budget you got? Emily went suspiciously quiet.
I lost my bag and all my belongings during that tumble into the sea earlier.
As Emily spoke, my eyes flickered over to my grandma. That meant she wouldn't be getting paid for this meal. I guess that includes your ticket home? Emily nodded. Things looked bleak. And for the most part, it was my fault. I'll handle her hotel expenses. Can you just find her a place to stay? I guess that's about all we can do. If that's the case, she may as well stay here. Grandma had finally stopped glaring and joined the conversation.
Huh?
Something wrong with your ears, Missy? I said you can stay here, all right?
What? Really? Grandmama?
Emily sprang up and took Grandma's hand. Hold on a minute, Miss Michiko. What about Hiroki? I got no sympathy for a grandson who imposes himself on others with no invitation. He can sleep under the stars for all I care. Wow, Grandma. Nice to know you care.
Why would it be a problem for Hiro to stay too?
To Chinami, it seemed a simple enough question, but no one was ready to have that conversation yet, so we ignored her. Life is adventure.
Huh?
That's what my sweetheart used to say. He was a pretty famous surfer around these parts. Grandma closed her eyes, smiling as she remembered the days when Grandpa was still around. Little Missy, you said you were looking to salvage treasure from this ghost ship, right?
Yes.
Life's no fun without a little adventure. I say go for it.
Thank you, Grandmama.
As for tonight's bill, just settle up when you can. Without another word, Grandma disappeared into the back of the cafe.
I will!
Emily was jumping for joy. Judging from their expressions, Ryota and Chisa weren't as thrilled, though. You think it'll be okay, Ryota? I wasn't sure how close Ryota's dad and Emily's dad were, but I would say they would be okay. Oh my god, I can't read! But would they be okay with Emily staying at my grandma's place? Dad knows better than to mess with Machiko. Long as we know where she is, it should be fine. Whoops. Bloop. Besides, all this ghost ship stuff could be fun. Now, hold on. This is a disaster, right, Hiroki? Huh? Well... Oh, I got a choice! We have to save for the choice. Save. Choice 1. So this will be siding with Chisa, this will be siding with Emily. I think I'm gonna side with Emily. I think it's fine. Don't worry, it'll be fine. What? Emily's already agreed to it anyway. I just had to work something out for myself. That would be that.
Dear sister, why such a dour face?
In the end, it was decided that Emily would stay with Grandma until the next ferry arrived. I knew what Grandpa would have said if he'd been here. Life is adventure. Be free and live with no regrets. This coming from a ladies' man who incurred Grandma's wrath on more than one occasion. Emily, I'm the one that got you into this mess, so if there's anything I can do to help, just let me know.
Thank you, Hiro.
Did she just call him Hiro? And on this night, above the peaceful Ogasawara waters, the scent of danger and adventure was not far off. And that's a great place for us to end this episode. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!